Yeah, there's a bunch of PAL exclusives as well. All right, here we go. We've made it to the 740s. And it's another baseball game. We have two baseball games in a row here. So this is Kattobi Warabe Ko. Ko is probably kid, and I'm not sure the other words. It's just like baseball kid or something. Let me see what I can look up about the game. Doom-like 3D NES game released during this year. Oh yeah, that's kind of interesting. Tobi Wadebe Ko. Why can't I find it? I'm sure like nobody knows this game. Yeah, so this is by Packin' Video, creators of Rambo and Predator, and what else did they make? They've actually made some decent games. They made that Thunderbirds game, which was kind of alright. Putt Putt Golf, I don't even remember that. They made that Knight Rider game, which was not that good. The Sylviana port they made? I don't know if they made the MSX one. Predator, Rambo. Okay, and that's all so far. Seems like this might be based on a manga. A baseball RPG sim in which baseball games are played via cards and a turn-based system. Wow, that's pretty interesting. I don't see a translation for the title. Whatever. Let's just check it out. Is it an FDS game? Oh, it is an FDS game. I can't find the game. It must be a different spelling. Huh. It's got to be in here somewhere. So they made a good game. I actually really like Rambo, and Predator's like, I think Predator's not bad either, but I really like Rambo. Baseball RPG, it's probably really weird, and this also is not translated, obviously, so I doubt we're going to be able to play it. But, we'll take a look at it. If I can find it, how is it not in my folder here? Is it possible I don't have it? Either I don't have it, or it's just weirdly named in my folder. Uh, I think. Hey, Dan Schoening, what's up? Home run progress. Well, there will be if I can find this game. How you doing, Mr. Dan Schoening? Fairy Tale, Famicom, Fire Bam, Fire Rock. I'll be in here somewhere. Haokun, Kari Shinwa, Idol Hotline. Yeah, I think these days the AVGN effect has kind of died down a little bit since he's not very prolific anymore. That's good, Dan. We already checked out two Famicom games today, including Fist of the North Star, like really ghetto RPG. It was interesting. Sword of Colin, Kamen Rider. Lutter. That game's coming up soon. I thought he was making content under his own name now, but I don't really follow him. I was never that big of a fan. Maybe I just don't have this game. I must just not have it. I guess I need to get it. I need to find it somewhere. Am I even going to be able to find this game? No, that was the second one, Dan. We played the third one, which is like an RPG. It's like it's this Dragon Quest clone of Fist of the North Star. It's not good. It seems very not good. Kattobi Doji? Is that an alternate name? It seems to be the right game. His new content isn't popular. Yeah, yeah. Exactly. Well, you know, everybody has their day. You know. He was popular for a while. But now, it's my time. Okay, maybe this is the right game. Let's see. You gotta play every Famicom game. You can't overlook any. That's it. It seems to be based on the manga. I don't know why it's flashing. Maybe because of his burning passion. Start. I was saying, please wait. Of course. Here we go, guys. There's the game. Man, so far, this is just like the manga. Just like I remember it. Damn. Oh, man, it's getting exciting now. I love this part. Yeah, I'm not really familiar with it either. I guess it's a baseball manga. Oh, here we go. Oh my god. How much of this game am I going to actually be able to play? Does it actually have kanji? It actually uses kanji at this resolution? Okay, so that says school. Or, what kind of school is that, though? First two, I'm not sure. I think that says city, maybe? That says America. American. Sukuru? American School. Is that American School? Can you read Japanese, Face Kitty Face? Shiratori. What is Shiratori again? little bit? Yeah, me too. I'm still learning. Arashike. Something. Oh, that says school. Like school. It says school. Something. I don't. Arashike. Some other kind of school, I guess. Wait, doesn't that say school as well? I don't know what that is on the bottom. Dude, let's go to town? Oh look, that must be my rival. Oh, this is asking if we want to match. He's asking if we want to match. Shiai means match. Yes. Let's do it. We want to play the game. Yeah, maybe they're just rival schools we have to beat. Could be. That makes sense. So by the way, this is not like an actual like sports, like this is a simulation sport or like an RPG sports game of some kind. I think they said you have to use cards. Let's see, can I just skip this? Be card related? There was also a Dragon Ball Famicom game that was played like using like cards. It was like a card game. Here we go. This is the game. It seems like it could be interesting if you knew how to play it. But yeah, I don't. Wait. Aoki. Is that the player? The guy on the right is like the rival. The guy on the left, is that like the player? Alright, so and I can adjust this number to increase his power. Let's put it at 3. MJ what does all this mean? What is this? There's no possible way for us to figure out this shit, is there? Let's pick discard. Hey, we hit the ball. Hey, we got on base. Alright, now I got... Oh, look at that. I got a different player. Should we get... Let's give him 3 power as well. And let's do the... Let's do the... Maybe the higher number is better. The MJ with the 19. Let's try that. Well, it's not an issue of it not having a tutorial. I mean, there's a manual we could but like that would be in Japanese if we could even find it. And the game is not particularly yeah, I mean, even if it had a tutorial, it'd be in Japanese anyway. It would be probably hard to understand. Yeah, this is... Why does he have so much more power than I do? What the hell? It seems unfair. Maybe I'm fighting this guy too early. He's got 42 power, I have 3 power left. What happens when I go down to 0 power? Do I die? Oh, I'm back up to 10. Did I score? I didn't score, did I? I don't think I scored. Oh, uh-oh. I went with 0 power. That's probably bad. Yeah, that first guy's on base. Oh, you know what I bet it is? I bet it's... The 4 things on the card are like possibilities, and it picks one at random. And then like J and M are like things that could happen. Like if it gets a nothing, then nothing happens, right? Probably. Wait, we gotta give him some power. Give him 4. So we want probably J's or M's. Like maybe combined with a higher number, I don't know. See, it picks a thing at random. Oh! depending on, I'm guessing it's random, depending on where his ball goes in the card, that lines up. If it lines up with the blank space on my card, then nothing happens. Let's use 10 power. Or 9, I guess. We have 3 M's. Is that going to be good? He threw to an M. Oh, I hit the ball with my power. I wouldn't say I'm not interested. It's just a little bit of a struggle to understand here. Okay, this is a good card. Look at this card. Let's use all 7 of our power. Use all the power on this good card. I think it's a good card. It landed on J. What would J stand for? I don't know. Apparently it's a hit. We got a run. We got 2 runs. I'm good at this game. 46 and a J and 2 M's. That's let's. Well, look at the player. Look at his smug face. That guy kind of looks like me. Wait a second. Look at this guy on the card. He kind of looks like me in a hat. Can you guys see it? Look, it's me. It's my face. Yeah. I'm in the game. Dream Boss. Hi, did you see that? I'm in the game. I'm batting right now. My twin. What? I ran out of power. Just use this shit card, then. Who cares? I'm gonna use the shit. Oh no, this is... Well, I'm gonna get a third out here. I'm gonna get a third out. Doesn't matter. We scored 2 times. He does look pretty punchable? Yeah, but in a good way. Right, Skittles? But you want to give him like a loving punch. Like, I love this guy so much. I want to just punch him, but like in a nice way. Friendly punch. I want to give him a nice friendly punch. Like, hey, dude. Punch him in the shoulder. All right, now we're pitching. I don't know what the numbers are for, but let's give some power and let's do the 5. We can't see his card until he plays it, so we don't know where to play the ball. Okay, so we have set cards we can choose which direction to pitch it to, but it's completely irrelevant because we have no way to know what card he's going to play. It's completely irrelevant, so it's just random. So it doesn't matter. Let's just keep picking cards, whatever. Yeah, it's tiny so you can see what's going on. The dudes are like little miniature stick figures. Alright, so that's good. Alright, we struck that guy out. That's good. Alright, that's a strike. Another strike. Alright, we're getting him. We're out of power, though. I don't know what that means. Oh, no! He got a J. He's gonna hit the ball. Oh, he got 1 run. Darn it. He got a run. Okay. I'm out of power. Do the 6. So the power just adds on to that number on the card. So if we do a... What? Oh! Strike. Okay. Good. Do the 9. These are my best cards. Strike. Oh, we got another strike. Good. I wonder what the difference between like the J, the B, and the M are. What? Oh, B must be bunt. Right? B's gotta be bunt. What would J and M stand for? No clue. Oh, he has 3 J's. He's got a 3J card. He got to run. Gotta run with his 3 J's. Oh no. That guy got into third base. Uh-oh. This guy's got 15 power. Oh shit, use a 9. It's pretty interesting. I don't know how fun it really is. But it's interesting. It's different. Oh, he's gonna get a run. The thing that's kind of crazy is that if we're gonna have to do this for 8 more innings. Isn't like a single match in this game pretty long? I don't know if I have the patience to go through a single match of this game. It seems to be based on a manga. Like they made like a card game baseball game here. It seems actually very simple once you figure out how it works. It seems very simple. It's basically just a game of luck. There's just complete luck. Like you hope to have like good cards, and then you hope that I have no idea what numbers his cards is gonna have or what corners they're gonna be in. So I just have to hope that the ball I pick doesn't line up with one of his hits, which it is. He's gonna get a hit, and he's probably gonna get another run, and that sucks. I think I get how it works now. I think I basically... Oh my god. He has 4 runs now. That sucks. My pitcher kind of sucks. My cards are all shit. I'm out of power and my cards are shit. What? He's got all the good cards. Yu Hakusho? Did Yu Hakusho have a card game? I haven't... I've seen a Yu Hakusho Super Nintendo fighting game. But that's not a card game. That's more of like... I forget how that works. I think it's kind of an action game. It's like some kind of weird action game, right? Or was it like kind of a rock, paper, scissors? Like cinematic, like rock, paper, scissors kind of game? Something like that, yeah. I want to play that one of these days. I want to give that game a try. He got another hit. He's got ridiculously good cards. What is these fucking cards? He's got cards with like 20s on them. How does he have such good cards? This guy is a cheater. I didn't realize I'd be playing against cheaters. Oh, this card is an automatic strike. Let's play it. Oh, that's an automatic strike. Look at that. That's a good card. How is that not an out? What? This is like a ball? Oh, that's a strike. Okay. Wait, that wasn't a strike? What? They're counting as like... Wait. They weren't counting as ball... Was that like a foul or something? I don't understand. Oh, no. Well, that was 1 inning. Are you guys ready for 8 more innings of this? Alright. So I've got a dud card that's like completely worthless. Let's just start out with... Maybe I'll save this card for when I have like more runners on base. Yeah, let's do that. Mr. Leo is not. Skittles is ready. He's ready. Guys, who thinks I can get through one entire game of this game? Who thinks I can? Skittles likes the baseball. It's basically just complete random chance luck. I mean, I'm gonna save this one card here for when I get more runners on base. Oh, this card's a 45. Oh my god. Let's play that card. Let's play the 45. Yeah, I got a hit. Is it gonna be like a home run? What? It was the foul? Fuck you, game. Maybe we can get on base with this. Yeah, I kind of wish it was like abbreviated somehow. Like, it just like, it's a very simple game. It's entirely luck based, and going through like an entire match, like an entire match, is gonna take forever. And then, like, to finish this game, you probably have to do like tons of matches. Imagine that. Why do I have no power left? What the hell? Good thing Fliptendo is not NES Mania. Now my cards are all shit. Home run! Oh my god. This game is fucked. This guy is a total cheater. You a cheater! I didn't even score any runs that last inning. Oh, he dodged one of his good cards there. Oh my god, look at this. Now I have the worst cards imaginable. All ones. I guess it doesn't really matter. I'm just gonna keep picking the right one. Yeah, how do you get your power back? My pitcher never gets any power back. So weird. Very weird. What's that? Still streaming. You wanna say goodnight? Alright, goodnight! Goodnight, Flip. Yeah, he also started with way more power than I had. He had like 50 to start with. This is just insane. Turn my parents... Yeah, I would turn my parents Japanese. Who wouldn't? Let's use this really good card now. Is this going to be a triple? Home run! Three run! Alright, we tied the game. We just tied the game. Well, maybe this game is good after all. My pitcher at bat. The music's kind of not that good. Kind of very repetitive if this is like the only track for like the entire time. This guy's got no power. Yeah, Akio did it. There is, yeah. We already checked it out for Fliptendo. Trying to remember, I feel like that game was pretty bad though. From what I recall. I'm gonna save these cards for next time. An American team. I would kinda like to see that. Do you think we should play through an entire match? We still have 6.5 innings to go. So guys, how are you guys doing tonight? You guys having a good night? There's multiple Dragon Ball games for Famicom. Yeah, there's the one that came out as Dragon Power. We played that a bunch. I played through all the normal levels. The game has got a bunch of normal levels which follow the Dragon Ball storyline, and then it has like 4 special stages which are like impossible, that have no checkpoints, or impossible. We didn't get through those. I played through all the normal levels of Dragon Power. There's a bunch of Dragon Ball games for Famicom. Pretty sure there's like an RPG. I don't remember if we played it yet. There was one that was like an adventure game. I think we did play the card game as well. There was like a card game one, there's like an adventure game. The adventure game one is really bad. Yeah, of course there'd be a lot. And there's a bunch of Dragon Ball games on Super Nintendo. I'm sure there's a bunch on other systems as well, like Genesis and, you know, there's probably some on the computer systems as well, MSX. I'm sure there's a ton of Dragon Ball games. Of course, at Super Nintendo, it has Dragon Ball RPGs as well, but it also has like the Butiden series. So there's like 3 of those, and then there's Hyper Dimension, which is the one on Super Nintendo that everybody thinks looks amazing. Yeah, Dragon Ball Z Hyper Dimension. And there's a bunch of Dragon Ball games on PS1. I think there's always been Dragon Ball games, actually. I think there's Dragon Ball games now. I mean, I think the last one that came out was it Fighter Z? Which is like a really good-looking fighting game. And there was that one from a while back where you could like make your own Dragon Ball character. I think there's another one coming out. I don't know, there's so many, it's ridiculous. It is, Skittle. It is. Yeah, Hyper Dimension is pretty cool. We should play some of those games, the Butiden games, on stream sometime. Yeah, I don't have Fighter Z, but I should maybe get it. Probably get it for Switch. They do a really good job with the way it looks. All my guys are out of power. I just realized that it seems like all of the dudes on your team have a set amount of power, and it does not recover. It seems like your power does not recover. So all my guys are at 0 power now because I've used it all up. So that kind of sucks for me. Oh yeah, the Xenoverse games. That's the ones where you can like make your own characters and stuff. And you go through time, right? Dragon Ball Breakers, it came out this year. And what's that one like? I haven't seen that. Yeah, exactly, Skittles. It's pretty funny. The Dragon Power game is... It's a very jank game, but it's kind of alright. It's not that bad. Not that bad. This is very jank. But, you know, honestly, I kind of like that better than a lot of the later games that came out. It's like a simple action game is kind of more what you want. I mean, although a Dragon Ball Z RPG does have its appeal as well. But the ones with the cards are just kind of a little bit too weird to be paired with Dragon Ball. I think just doing like a straightforward Dragon Quest RPG is more the way to go. It sure does, Skittle. It sure does. That's true, Mr. Leo. A really good sandwich versus many survival game. They tried to save civilians and build a time machine. Are you serious? So they made... They copied that thing that's like super popular right now. That's like all the rage. The Dead by Daylight, like the asymmetrical multiplayer. Dead by Daylight, Friday the 13th, the Ash versus the Evil Dead. There's like a billion games like that now. They made one for that doesn't even make any sense. It doesn't fit Dragon Ball at all. That doesn't fit. That doesn't make it. That is so transparent. I'm just kind of bitter that the new Evil Dead game they made was that, because that's kind of stupid. They've never made a truly good Evil Dead game. Never. Never. Like, you know, Evil Dead could make such a cool video game if they like tried to like make it cinematic like the movie, like especially the early movies. The one I like the most is still the original PS1 one. I mean, the new one that came out, the asymmetrical thing, it looks good graphically, but I still need to play those asymmetrical multiplayer games. They're all kind of the same thing. I don't know, maybe it's good though. Just not what I wanted. It makes sense for something like Friday the 13th. Like for horror stuff, for certain kinds of horror things, it makes sense. It especially kind of makes sense for Friday the 13th, but I might rather just play the NES Friday the 13th anyway. The novelty of having all those guys together. Like, it completely makes no sense for a Dragon Ball game because you're not even playing as any of the characters. You're playing as like unknown people in the. Who wants to play as unknown people in the Dragon Ball universe and run from Frieza? Goku or Trunks. It's just it's such an obviously transparent, like, just taking a license and just copying something that's popular. It's like so obviously designed by like a bunch of suits in a committee. What's popular right now? We gotta make our new Dragon Ball game. Let's see what's popular right now. Hey, this thing is popular. Yeah, let's do that. Good idea. Good idea, Jim. Not perfect, the enemy, the good. No, man. I mean, it's more annoying because the thing that's annoying is how like a new type of game will be invented and then everybody will just copy it to death, and that is so widespread in the modern game landscape, you know, like when the player battlegrounds or PUBG, when that came out, like the whole battle royale thing, when that sort of became popular, that was copied to death. Yeah, I devoted 30 minutes of my time to this game. What inning are we in? I wasn't paying attention at all. I don't care what happens in the game anymore. I think I'm winning, actually. I think I'm winning. And I completely don't care. I'm just picking cards. It doesn't even matter, really. All the vampire... Oh, that's another one. There's like 1 billion Vampire Survivors clones. Which... I don't know. Vampire Survivor... I don't know. It's basically... It's basically kind of like, a sort of spin on Smash TV, I guess. My nephew has like one of the clones on like a mobile version that he's played a little bit. I've seen him play a little bit. Yeah, that's true, Skittles. That's true, but at the same time, there's definitely way more creativity in older eras, like from NES. Like the 3rd through 6th generations, there was like a lot more creativity and variety. It's not because ever since the PS3 era, at some point things just got a lot more corporate, you know? And everything is still very corporate with like, you know. And also, I just think that like video game developers are just modern ones are way too dogmatic, and there's just too much. It just seems like nobody really knows what to do except just. I mean, look at indie platformers. They relentlessly like copy Super Metroid, like in the sense where it's like it's not even so much that they're just like copying Super Metroid. It's more like indie platformer developers think that the only way to make a platformer is like Super Metroid. It's almost as if they think that that's the only thing that you can do. Of course you have to start with Super Metroid as a base, and you have to have the map, and you have to have this, and you have to have that, and you have to have all these things. Because that's what you have to have. I'm sure Demo would be very appreciative. I'm sure she'd appreciate it. Yeah, there's tons of games like that because they're easy to make. Well, that's true. And yeah, and they work well for mobile games. They seem fun in small doses, but they all seem very... They just all seem very, They all seem very simplistic and underwhelming. Not necessarily just in terms of gameplay, but in terms of, like, presentation. Like, they're all... I don't know. I'm not sure about... Maybe Vampire Survivor. I don't know. I don't even know if I really necessarily like the way that game looks, to be honest. I'm not really sure. I don't look at it that much. Yeah, well, that's what people... You know, Space Kitty Face? I feel like that's what people say the problem is, but I don't think that's actually really the problem, because I think the problem... It's not that AAA games cost so much money. It's that... partly it's that game players have become so relentlessly spoiled about graphics that you have to make something either AAA or it has to be something indie. Like, it has to be a certain kind of indie game where you're allowed to have bad graphics. Like, you can't really do PS2 graphics, but you can do the most ghetto, like, simplistic, terrible-looking, like, sprite-based graphics, and people are fine with it. But God forbid you do something PS2, like, looking graphics, right? Or even PS3. You can't do that. So it's like, I mean, that's the root of why. Like, it's not just that, you know... And yeah, once you're, like, on the AAA path, then it costs a lot of money. Games also do cost a lot of money, but, you know, if not everything... Like, if not every, like, you know... normal-looking 3D game, if they didn't all have to look amazing, then it really, I think it really is the fault of you know, the player base. It's the fault of the player base more than anything else. It's because they're spoiled, I think. I mean, you know, ultimately, like, how the market is shaped by the consumers. You know? So, I mean, people kind of only have themselves to blame for the fact that, like, games are the way they are. If you like the way the game market is now, then, you know, you got nothing to complain about, but... People only have themselves to blame. You don't like it, you know. Or, I mean, maybe you don't like. Maybe you're like me and you don't like it, and there's nothing you can do about it. So you just play old games. That's fine too. Not that much harder to make PS5 art than PS2 art. There isn't an excuse to make PS2 art on a modern system. Are you sure? I don't know. That doesn't seem quite right. Play a lot of indie games. There's just not a lot of indie games that appeal to me. I mean, there's also the whole thing with like music, like game music, kind of being almost uniformly terrible. I mean, at least for my tastes, like game music is like really, really bad these days, and that's true across like all games. So I don't really play that many indie. I don't know. I mean, there's still like some here and there. I kind of want to try. There's a couple of like 2D looking games that I wanted to try. Like I wanted to try Hunt Down. I want to try that new game by the Yacht Club. They made what is that called? Shadow something. I want to try that. Although I don't know. Looking at that, even that, like I'm not sure about that one. You blame me, Skittles? I understand that. That's fair enough. I don't blame you for blaming me. Can't agree with that? Oh, that's too bad. I was hoping you could. Oh well. That's okay. We can't agree on everything. I kind of feel like the best eras for game music is maybe like the PS1 era, actually. I think there's a ton of great music across. Like the arc of progress of game music is really interesting. I love a lot of like 8 and 16-bit soundtracks because of their simplicity and catchiness. There's a lot of melodic stuff, but also there's a lot of the influences are really interesting. A lot of prog rock influence stuff. This music is pretty darn catchy for you. This music is like too repetitive. I don't like this that much. I mean, it would be an okay loop for like a menu, but like for going through all of this loop kind of sucks. Yeah, Skittles disagrees with most things. Skittles actually feels he feels like a pain in his heart when I say something that he agrees with. Sometimes I'll say something that he agrees with and he'll try to pretend like he doesn't, or he doesn't want to, because, you know, it just hurts. He feels so much better when he can just disagree with me and, you know, do his come on, bruh. Good background, anyone? Well, I'm not holding this game up as a paragon, but like many NES games have very good, catchy soundtracks. Right? See? That's what Skittles likes to do. Likes to post that emote. But like in the PS1 and PS2 era, game music was still really good. Well, especially PS1, because a lot of the philosophies of the music kind of like they got a lot more freedom, but they kind of kept some of the influences and some of the philosophies. So there's like still a lot of really catchy music in the PS1 and PS2 era. A lot of catchy, interesting, avant-garde, you know, music. And really it's around the PS3 era when the Western market kind of takes over. And that's about the time when game soundtracks started to take after more movie soundtracks. And movie soundtracks for the last 20 years or so have... The problem with movie soundtracks is that the form of soundtrack that's popular to make right now is stuff that sounds as generic as possible. Because the rule is that, you know, game music or like soundtracks are supposed to not be noticed. So they on purpose make music that sounds generic and it kind of hides in the background, you know. And then, you know, game soundtracks kind of when they started to take after that, then they became like that too. And, you know, a lot of game soundtracks these days are just kind of bland or generic. And the other thing that happened is, as like a consequence of that, is that there's very little, like leitmotifs kind of died in soundtracks, and there's very little recognizable melodies in things anymore. Even when there is, it's very timid stuff. Or they're trying to go for a specific sound. Usually, like, superheroes have this thing where it's like it's kind of like epic sound, and it kind of all sounds the same. Like, or you know, or fantasy stuff tries to sound like Game of Thrones. It's always this like very specific sound, like and stuff that like wants to be like 80s themed. Always uses like the exact same sounding synthwave music. Like Stranger Things uses it. The music in like Stranger Things is the exact same music in every single like thing that's trying to be like the 80s. It may as well be the exact same music. Like to me, it all sounds exactly the same. Now, I mean, like modern indie games, by virtue of being indie, they often you can find more melodic stuff, but it just tends to not be to my taste, I guess. I think there is still a lot of it that is like kind of bland on purpose or generic on purpose. But even when stuff is more melodic, it's like it's still like sometimes it's trying not to be too catchy on purpose. They're still kind of following, you know, they're trying to be, because it's kind of this aversion to repetition, I think. I've never seen Hard West. I don't know what that is. Total War. Not too familiar with those either. I mean, there's still good soundtracks out there. I mean, my favorite though are like very specific Japanese developers. Atlas. I don't know what's been really good in the last couple of years. Like the Dragon Quest XI soundtrack was pretty good. Like the Persona games always have amazing music. Like Nier had amazing music. Usually you can count on, like, sometimes Nintendo developed stuff still have good music. Like Splatoon has amazing music. Sometimes it does and sometimes it doesn't. Like the newest Zelda game, like Breath of the Wild, its soundtrack is kind of okay, and Super Mario Odyssey's soundtrack is also just kind of okay. You know what I mean? I think they generally aren't, and it's by design. Like they don't want. Oh yeah, Octopath Traveler did have great music. No, I agree. It counts, but it fits into the category of musicians that are the ones that I usually like. Usually the developers that do music that I like tend to be specific Japanese developers that just like have some sort of tradition of doing really good stuff or whatever. Usually. Although among Western composers, there's like a couple that, I mean, the main one that I can think of is, what's his name? Kaufman. Kaufman has done some, I don't always love his stuff, but he's done some really good stuff. Jay Kaufman. There's like a couple others, I don't know, I think. Musical renaissance happening across the board. You can find stuff in me if you look. Well, I don't really see that happening. But here's the thing though, like, I don't think you can really call it a musical renaissance if it's not permeating everything. Like, if I look at the latest popular game and the music just kind of seems shitty, then to me there's not, like, musical renaissance, if you have to like look hard for it, that's not a renaissance. I mean there's always good stuff if you look. And of course it's subjective though. So I mean people's interpretation of like how much good stuff there actually is, it's gonna be different per person. So obviously Space Kitty Face seems to like a little bit, I don't know, maybe likes a little bit more than I do. I also like, I don't really look that hard for new stuff anymore. Like if something comes out and it's popular, I might look at it, just out of curiosity. But I don't go out of my way to hunt stuff down unless people like give me specific recommendations. I Am Setsuna. Yeah, see now that one, I wouldn't say I hate it, but I don't particularly like it. Yeah, being all piano, I don't know. I mean, I think that could be interesting if done right. I don't know. I didn't really give it that much of a chance, but like, I didn't play it, but just from looking at it, I don't know, it kind of didn't work for me from what I was seeing. But maybe if I actually played through it, I would like it more. I don't know. It's interesting. I mean, it is interesting. I appreciate that game experimenting now. I think that is a very good measurement of whether a soundtrack is good. Basically, if you don't remember the music, the soundtrack is bad. Like, that's my rule. A lot of people will kind of be like, well, it was good, but I don't really remember it. It was good while I was playing it, you know? Or it fit the game well enough, you know? But, if you think about it, it's really not that hard to make music that just fits the game. I mean, you take something like God of War or some, like, you know, big fantasy epic movie. You can just take any generic soundtrack and just paste it in, and it's going to fit. Like, you can imagine exactly the kind of, or like take some kind of science fiction game. You can imagine exactly what kind of like generic music will fit. It's super easy to put a soundtrack in that fits. Just because a soundtrack fits actually does not make it good. That's the bare minimum. I think the fact that people think of like music simply fitting, they use fitting as the barometer for like whether music, that's kind of like a low standard. I think maybe it could be that people just kind of have low standards, but you can't really blame them, because if music is like just shit for like, you know, decades long, people get used to it and that becomes the norm. But I mean, what I think is that just simply fitting a story or like, you know, a piece of media is the absolute bare minimum. You know, really good soundtrack is memorable, and by being memorable, it elevates the source material, you know. And the best soundtracks are not only are iconic. The best soundtracks are iconic. The best soundtracks are extremely memorable and are so memorable that you can't possibly imagine the thing without it. And like that's the measure. Like if a soundtrack is replaceable, it's not truly great. And like most products, I would hazard to guess that the vast majority of games, even like that have music that you might like, you could imagine different music being put in and it wouldn't really, it would be fine. You'd probably still like it, maybe. Which game? I Am Setsuna? I don't know. It looked like it was trying to be pretty conventional with the gameplay, which can be fun. But I can't really comment on it. No. I will say I really liked Octopath Traveler, like in every way. I thought that game was awesome. I thought it was amazing. The battle system in Octopath Traveler is like extremely good. Like extremely, like, it's got depth, it's really interesting, but also it's simple enough that it's like easily understood. Kind of the best of both worlds. It's very similar to the battle system in Bravely Default, but like kind of even like a little bit of a refinement of that, I think. I haven't really looked at Triangle Strategy, but I need to check that out at some point. You know, I've been at 0 power like since the first inning. I think I'm still winning anyway, though. I'm just picking cards random. I'm not even looking at what I'm picking. It doesn't seem to matter that much. You know, this game is interesting and novel, but let's be honest, this game probably sucks. Because you can just sit here and just match the buttons. It doesn't matter what card you pick, really. You just sit here and match the buttons. I mean, there's no point in me picking any of these other 4 cards because all of these cards are bad anyway, but I just have to hope for a good card to show up. Like, unless there's some way to shuffle your cards. If there's some, I mean, maybe there's like an element that I'm missing, but... Did I win? It's over! Oh my god. We finished a match. It almost took an hour. You enjoyed Triangle Strategy? I'd love to know more about Triangle Strategy. Anything you want to tell me about it might be great, Colic. I think I won, too. That guy's like, ah! You got lucky, see? Fight the American team. I will go to the America school. See what happens. Alright. That was one match. This game is kind of not that good. Oh, I guess he doesn't understand? Oh, we can't fight him because we don't speak English? Okay. What's this down here? This seems like not a school, so maybe this is something at the bottom. Oh, I can't pick the thing at the bottom. There's no way for me to get down there. Let's see what this is. Shiratori? Shiratori is like, that's the game, that's that Japanese word game, Shiratori, isn't it? Oh, it's a girl. A girl player. Is it the girls team? We can't play against them. It's more, please. Guys, are you guys all loving this game? How many matches do you think you need to win this game? You probably have to do all the schools in a specific order that, like, represents what... Okay, I'm gonna say no to this guy. The guy kind of looked like Kaiji. I'm gonna say no to him. Let's just check out the other schools first. I don't want to play another match. You probably have to do all the schools in, like, the correct order that follows the manga. Oh, look at this cool-looking bro. We can have a match with him, too. Yeah, I know that the next baseball game is actually good. Alright, we'll play it. We'll play it. Shiratori means white bird? But wouldn't that be Shirotori, though? And not Shiratori? Yeah. They always have trouble trying to translate that into English. But look at this dude's neck. Looks like he looks like he's fresh off of being strangled. I don't want to play. I'm gonna go play against Kaiji. Yeah, I mean the portraits are decent quality. I mean they're probably taking the art from the manga. There's the Masked Ninja Hanamaru, which has a Shiratori. Oh, there's also Wagon. Remember we played through Wagon Land on the first one in Famicom? And that has a Shiratori game, and like we struggled. I really wanted to beat that game, so we struggled. We finally somehow managed to like beat the Shiratori game. And Masked Ninja Hanamaru, I think, also has Shiratori, and they turned that game into Yonoid in America, so they changed that into some kind of like pizza mini game. Let's see what his team looks like. I wonder if it's the same music. Probably is. Yeah, we even have a quote for Wagen. That game was kind of cool, though. Oh, you can allot more power. You can allot where your power goes, which I didn't even do. I see. Oh, they're the same characters in Shiratori for Shiro and Tori. Oh, I see. But it's read like Shiratori. It's the same music. Oh, now it's more cards. Huh. Alright. I definitely don't want to play more of this. Sorry. Alright, that was interesting. Do they have the soundtrack for this game online? This website says Kattobi Doji for the title, but my thing says Kattobi Warabe Ko. Yeah, and all the Wagen games. There's a Super Nintendo Wagen game as well. He shouts kanji for his attack. There's a playthrough? Is this a full playthrough? There's like a full playthrough of this game on YouTube. Oh my god. Oh my god. I'm gonna take a look at this real quick. Wait, what the? Oh, there's like little things that pop up on the side that like give you explanations. This is like a Japanese video. Oh wow, there's like a whole, look at this video. There's like a whole thing that like gives an explanation of the game. Oh, my chat is, sorry. My shit is covering it up. Hold on a second. Let me just, let me get rid of this for a second. Or actually, no, maybe I could just do it this way. Instead of doing that. Anyway, like, dude, this video looks cool. Look at that, they have notation. It's like it's a notated video. Explains the game to Japanese viewers. So, if you're curious to, like, know more about the game and you read Japanese, you could, like, read all of that, all this stuff. Oh, is this... Oh, oh, you get to fight the girls' team. Wait, is that the girls' team? Oh, these are some green guys. Oh, yes, those guys. Shiritori? Oh, you might be right, Space Kitty Face. Yeah, I don't know. Yeah, you get to fight the girls' team. That's cool. We fought that guy. Looks like we fought him out of order. Wait, what was that? I know, somebody really cares about this game. The game seems very limited on music. Oh, there's different music later on. Whoa. So what happens if when you beat like all the original team? Wait, I want to see if you get to like go to a different map or something. Dude, what is this? Wait. Yeah, this is probably the American team. Yep. Absolutely. Wait, he didn't show the map in between. Let's show the map. Maybe you go right to the next battle then. Hey, there's different music. Is it any good? Whoops. It's kind of good. The music's kind of sounds like Double Dragon music. Oh, you get a girl on your team with 45 power. Look at that. Oh, I wonder if you're getting... Oh, you're actually getting the people you fight against. Look at that. You're getting those people. That's kind of cool. Yeah, well... I mean, most of the baseball games that we've seen have been very simple. What was that one where you could pick, like, an all-girls team? Maybe Dusty Diamond will have that. Another notation. This music's actually kind of good. But you have to get... I mean... Yeah, it's just like... This music is, like, pretty... It's kind of repetitive. How does he play through the game so fast? This must be a very edited video. There's no way this is like a full playthrough. There's no way. This is not possible. He could have... I was mashing the button as fast as possible. Get some cutscenes. This game had cutscenes. Oh yeah, well, oh, it's just this. This is the basic dialogue boxes. So this game is really, really basic. There's like not much of anything to it. It's just this. It's just that very simple. Oh, look at this evil baseball player you play against. Alright, and then there's the final match. Or, wait, what is this? Oh no, that can't be the final match. Like, all the players are together. Oh no, that's the end. That's the end. Alright guys, are you ready for the ending? Here's the ending. You defeated the evil dude, and then all these people talk, and that's it. That's the end. Owadi. That's it. That's the end of the game. See, we could have spent, like, 10 hours playing through this game to get this. And now we missed out on that experience. You know what? This is gonna keep me up at night. Just don't know anymore. And then, I don't know what this is. What's going on here? He's just like showing off different. He's just showing off different Oh, he's just showing off all the portrait art. Cool. Not a bad game. I don't really like it because the whole game is just the card game is too simplistic and too luck based, and the whole thing is just mashing your card. It's just mashing the button. It doesn't really matter what cards you pick. You just mash the button, and you either win or lose. And it takes a super long time. It's novel, but I don't really think it's fun, though. I mean, that's true. I'd rather play this than, like, one of the many generic, boring Famicom baseball games. It's true. Maybe I'll give it a 4. I should probably go as high as... I still don't really... Like, I would not really want to play through this game. The girls' team. Ooh, those guys. Look, this guy kind of looks like Tom Cruise. This guy right here, look, he's like he kind of looks like angry Tom Cruise. Look, it's Sagat! Sagat from Street Fighter 2 is one of the players. You think he has his tiger punch? Some of the faces are kind of amusing. They had a little bit of fun. Whoa, wait! Look at the team of evil players! Whoa, look at the evil baseball players. They're so shadowy and evil. That one dude just looks like a vampire. Oh, that's something. That's something. Hey, wait, you know what? We never actually looked at the rest of Hokuto no Ken 3. I never saw if there was a playthrough of this game. Is there a playthrough? Is there a full playthrough of this game? Oh, they've got the horrible filter over it. That sucks. Yeah, the fun never ends in Fliptendo. Oh, guys, look! Wait, oh, I want to see the... Okay, so if you get all the way through the dungeon... This dungeon is crazy. There's a boss! There's a boss. Whoa! Look at the boss... The boss portraits actually look kind of good. Look at the boss portraits. I hate it, too. I absolutely hate it. I hate that, and I hate the goddamn 60 FPS... thing that they do to, like, videos. Why? These filters are awful. They're like the 60 FPS thing where they, like, smooth the frames, and it just looks so weird. It looks so weird and, like, wrong. And all because, like, the whole people fetishize FPS to such an extent that, like, more is always better!
But I'm not alone on that. Like, a lot of people hate that. I think a lot of people hate this shit, too. I don't know why. I mean, who knows why they do it. I think they do it just because, like, some people are just allergic to pixels. So it's like, oh, it takes the pixels away. Yeah, every dungeon is exactly the same, I think. Just like we theorized. Although this looks a little bit different. Look at this. Look at this. Every dungeon is the exact same thing. It's like long, long corridors of nothing. I knew it's gonna be like that. I knew it's gonna be like that. Look at this. It kind of makes me angry too, Skittles. Freaking YouTube developers, stop it. Look, for the whole entire game, look how many dungeons there are, too. Oh my god, there's like a lot of them. And the person in this video knows exactly... Look how ugly this looks. Oh my god. Look at the colors in this dungeon. Look at the color scheme. It's just the same exact dungeon over and over again. It's just palette swap. I mean, you get some, like, nicer looking portraits for the boss fights, but... Is this guy actually, like, somehow avoiding normal battles? He's probably playing through the game with cheats, because it doesn't seem like he's getting normal battles. No. This game's probably like a 12-hour, like 15-hour game you can play through normally. This game seems really bad. Okay. That's what I wanted to see. I wanted to see if every dungeon looks identical, and it does. So that's good. It's good to know that. All right. Should we move on to Dusty Diamond? Is everybody ready for Dusty Diamond? Are you sure you don't want to save it for, like, the next stream? This game's developed by Tosei. But people like it, though, right?